welcome back to Painting with Thriftsly. We're painting more snow. Painting Guthega. It's a ski village and the site of the hydroelectric dam located in Guthega National Park on the upper reaches of the Snowy River on the western face of Mount Blue Cow, the snowy mountains of New South Wales and Australia. Got the image there, you can see it's fence shown on there. Fence looking down the hill. I think it's Guthega, New South Wales. I'm using the good old Australian blue sky. So it's got to look Australian. It says so on the tube. I've got to thicken that up. Well, I'll paint a bit more and then I'll get back to you. There's a little village there with a restaurant and a bar and some accommodation. It's got a ski lift, other outdoor recreational things. It's also the site of the Guthega power station. It's a dam used to generate hydroelectricity as part of the Snowy Mountain scheme. There were some Aboriginals that lived there for over 20,000 years. But once the Whiteys came in, they started interfighting with each other and they ended up getting decimated by smallpox and syphilis and influenza. You name it, all those terrible diseases we brought in. They devastated their population. Well, you can see here that I've painted a fair bit of blue in there. And it's starting to look a little bit like snow. So I might just use my trusty brush here. And just block a little bit more in. Just get rid of most of this white, because the white is only here in the cloud. You only want a little bit of white. You don't want loads of white. So I've got to knock it all back. It's a very light blue and it's close to white. A Norwegian company built the power station there, so Guthega became known as Little Norway. It contained the largest number of Norwegians living outside of Norway at the time, 1952. Right, so I've put all the blue in. You can't see it too well in the video, but that's all pale blue in there. The only white is left is in the cloud there. So now I want to go in with some more dark. I'm using Payne's Grey. It's my go-to colour. It's a very dark blue actually. So I want to darken a few bits like the fence here. We'll work on that for a bit. Back in 1960s, 1950s and 60s, they started skiing there. They built a rope tow. They had a place called Blue Calf, I'm not sure where that is, Mount Blue Calf. And they put a T-bar there, but I think it burnt down the little hut to run the thing and they never put it back up again. They built Guthega Hotel in 1974. And they expanded the skiing facilities. Mount Blue Calf began in 1975. In 1980, new investors were brought in and they built a car park and a chairlift and a ski centre and general upgrades. And in 1983, they really started getting into it with the international marketing campaign. 1991, Guthega was purchased by the Alpine Australia Group and the operator of the Blue Cow Resort. Day access to Guthega then became possible by the ski tube. Blue Cow, Guthega, Perisher and Smiggins were all merged to become the Perisher Blue Complex. Guthega skiing is included in the trail maps of the Perisher Blue Ski Resort, and a chairlift and 2 T-bars are sometimes operated from Guthega to link it up with Perisher Blue, depending on the demand. As well as downhill skiing, Guthega serves as a base for alpine and cross-country skiers and boarders seeking access to relatively sheltered aspects. How's this painting getting on? It's starting to look quite snowy. The clouds look good. I'm putting in the shadows there by the look of it. Thanks for watching Painting with Risley. It's been a while, but I think it's been a good experience making these videos. Don't forget, I've got beer coolers for sale if you want to get one. All the paintings are for sale. If you need a snow painting, let us know. You can email me. I'll pop my email up on the screen here, so you can email me there, ask me anything. Leave a comment if you like. This was an interesting painting to do. Well, I've certainly kept it very loose, this one. It's been a struggle between the looseness, freeness and the messiness. So I'm trying to get a few bits really tight to look quite like they're well done. I'm not going to say photographic. I don't want that. I like the idea of just a smear of paint. Looks like a bit of snow or a rock. Just to put it down, one little smear to capture the shape of the rock without fiddling with it, without being tight. What's the difference between being tight and being loose? Being tight is making sure everything's perfect, getting in there. Loose has energy, it's quick, it looks like it's been done in an instant without any fuss. Sometimes you got to fuss, but you got to make it look like there was no fuss, that you just did it in one foul swoop. I hope I captured some of that in some areas. Well, it looks like we're almost there. I'll touch the canvas. I think I need to put some more twigs in here. Let us know in the comments if you'd like me talking to the camera sometimes, instead of just doing a voiceover and not actually seeing me speak. This painting was painted with just Payne's Grey, White, Phthalo Blue and Australian Sky Blue, which I think is cerulean with a bit of white in it. That's what it looks like to me. Got a few in the background, kind of lighter. A few in the foreground. Now I need to try some rocks in the back hill here. Put some depth and a bit of distance into this section. I'm going to do that by just putting little black rocks in there. I'm starting to get bogged down in the finer details. Tiny little rocks, little shadows on the snow in the background, twigs. I've got the whole picture in. I had the picture in very quickly, and now I'm getting down to the finer things. That. Well, I'll keep working on this. You really got to get down to the snow, even if you're not a skier. If you don't like the cold, all those excuses, it is so breathtakingly beautiful. Just to go down there, eat in the restaurants, you can catch the lift up and down the mountain, even if you only go for a weekend. It is something you have to do. There's so much to see down there. Rocks in there. And I highly recommend it. I think you would love it. It is fabulous. You could maybe scoot around on a skidoo. Thanks for watching Painting with Rifsley, and I'll see you next week.